Hello children, let's start with the next lesson. Okay, in first lesson what we studied about? We studied about the circulation, about the blood cells and about the blood vessel heart. Is that clear? Now we are going to continue with the second lesson. As usual, before we start up with the lesson, let me ask you some questions. Okay, are you able to hear me? Which organ help you to hear me? Ears. Okay. From ears, where the message goes? Think and answer to me. Okay, which organ help you to think? It's your brain. Okay. So, the organ related with the brain and the nerves are called as the nervous system. The organ related with the brain and the nerves are called as what? Nervous system. So, we are going to start with the new lesson, namely the nervous system, second chapter now. Is that clear, children? Okay. Now, before we start up with the lesson, let's see the new words. Is that clear? Okay. The first new word is an action that occurs on its own is called as automatic action. What is automatic action? An action that occurs on its own. Whether you are asking the heart to beat, whether you are asking your kidney to excrete the urine, whether you are asking your eyes to see, or you are asking your ears to hear what I am telling? No, it happens on its own. So these sort of actions are called as what, children? Automatic action. Okay, next is the reflex action. Reflex action, it is a spontaneous, automatic, sudden mechanical response without the will of the individual. It is the spontaneous, automatic, sudden mechanical response without the will of the individual. When you touch the iron box, what you do? Whether your brain is telling you, oh, keep your hand on the iron box itself, it's so nice, it's so hot, I'm feeling cold, so it is so good, like that it's telling. No, without any instruction, you withdraw your hand. That sort of action is called as what? Reflex action. Okay, voluntary action, which is under our control. Okay, next is the voluntary action, the action which is under our control. Okay, if you feel like nodding your head, you can nod. If you feel like raising your hand, you can raise. If you feel like running, you can run. So there are a set of action which you can control. That action is called as what? Voluntary action. And there are set of action which happens without your knowledge, without your will and wish. Those actions are called as what? Involuntary action. That is not under our control. So what are the four types of action? Automatic action, reflex action, voluntary action and the involuntary action. Okay, next we take the brain. This brain, it has three different parts. The first part is called as the cerebrum, second part is called as the cerebellum, and the third part is called as the medulla oblongata. In this introduction, we are going to see about cerebrum and the cerebellum. The largest part of the brain, which has two divisions, is called as cerebrum. Okay, which we call it as forebrain. It is the largest part of the brain. Majority of our activities are under this control. Okay, that part of the brain is called as what, children? Cerebrum. And this last part of the brain, okay, is called as the cerebellum. Okay, it is the lower back part of the brain that help us to maintain the balance of our body, which help us to maintain the balance of our body. When we walk in the crooked road, when we walk on the steps, even there are people who walks on the thread, right, on the string, they are able to balance their body. It is because of the cerebellum. Okay, is that clear? Cerebrum and the cerebellum. Okay, and we have three types of nerves which control all the activities. Okay, one sort of nerve is called as the sensory nerve, which carries the message from the sense organs to the brain. Okay, we have 5 different sense organs. From that to the brain is carried out by the sensory nerves. And from the brain, the message goes to the sense organs through the motor nerve. From the brain to the sense organs is the motor nerve. In some cases, at rare case, the action will be done by both motor nerves and the sensory nerves, and those nerves are called as mixed nerves. Okay, the nerves which may work as both sensory and motor is called as the mixed nerve. Okay, and last one is the stimulus. Okay, and the last heading is what? Stimulus. Okay, children, the last heading is what? Stimulus. Stimulus is anything in the environment that cause a living thing to react. Anything which may happen in the environment which will make you to react is called as what? Stimulus. Okay, we have how many new words? We have automatic action, reflex action, voluntary action and involuntary action. Action is 4. Then nerves, sensory nerve, mixed nerve and the motor nerve, 3. Okay, and brain, cerebellum and cerebrum, 2. And the stimulus. Altogether we have how many new words, children? 10 new words in this lesson. Okay, thank you. Okay, children, once your video is over, listen to these questions carefully and write. The first question is, what is the function of cerebrum? What is the function of cerebrum? Second question, name the types of nerves. Name the types of nerves. Define reflex action. Third question, define reflex action. Fourth question, what do you understand by the term stimulus? What do you understand by the term stimulus? And the fifth question, what is a voluntary action? Fifth question, what is the voluntary action? Okay, once your question answer is done, you will be doing your practice zone 1 in page number 24 of your content book. Okay, in page number 24 and 25 we have practice zone 1. And the first question is, name the 3 parts of the brain. Name the 3 parts of the brain. Okay, the second question is, mention the functions of brain and spinal cord. Mention the functions of brain and spinal cord. The answer for the practice zone, it is there in your content book, and for the answer of question number 5 in question answer, it is given in page number 21 in new words. Is that clear, children? Open your book, read the book properly and try answering your questions. Is that clear? Okay, children, bye.